What girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card. Today's gonna be what is the gossip about you, and that could be here quite triggering, so stay cool. We're gonna do 2 parts, we're gonna develop, we're gonna know the whole shebang. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Part number 1 was the gossip about you. The Hierophant, Ace of Sword, and the Six of Cups. So fascinating. I think what come out of this is an idea of, yes, clarity, justice, the knowing. Okay, so I think now you have a clarity about who you are, where you stand, who you love, who you don't want to be around, and the rest of it. Let's not forget you went through a 10 of Swords before you get to that Ace of Swords. So yes, you had the opportunity to know exactly where you stand, but it was difficult, it was challenging. Yeah, because maybe both of you, the idea was to both of you being the students and to learn from the universe, to learn from the judge, from the therapist, from the doctor, whatever. So you both had to learn, it's a learning curve, and also maybe just to learn to love each other or to love yourself. So maybe you had to go back to a certain form of um, equilibrium, balance, being clear about who you are, therefore you can love each other because you are able to love yourself first. So it's a kind of a journey you went on, both of you, and maybe if they haven't done that, they will soon do, because they have to be the student right there. You two to be the student, okay? So then they will come and offer maybe a gift, something to say I'm sorry or I love you, to demonstrate, yes, I got the memo this time. Okay, so for me, you get to a point here when you're not going to be compromising with your truth. You can compromise with people, but you have to remain within your principles and values. You are absolutely crystal clear, and they have to do the same. If they don't, then there's going to be an imbalance over and over again. So the gossip about you is that you've done the work, you know exactly where you stand. So going through a 10 of Swords first means that you have now a status of an empress or an emperor in tarot, which is a very wonderful, but also it's hard work. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not something that just happened. You have to work for it. Okay, so let's have the hidden Jericho, because I think this is pretty clear here for part number 1. So what do we have here? I'm so attracted to you. Yes, but that's not enough. To be attracted to each other, that's wonderful. We're very clear on that, absolutely. But are we clear about the rest of it? Are we clear about the cups, about the heart, about the feeling? It's not just about an attraction here. Attraction is a bit too basic. Quite often, a relationship will start by an attraction, obviously. You have love at first sight. This one wants to come. Or fair enough, but it doesn't mean that it's going to have to stop there. You have all the rest of the personality to explore as well. Healing angel, here we go. At this very moment, you are being bathed in gold, pink, and deep green light. Accept this healing. We, your angels, surround you with wings of love. You are eternally free, eternally fresh, and eternally abundant. Okay, so that is exactly what we're saying. We have a bit of a mission to go through here. It's a healing. So it could be with a therapist, it could be simply with a doctor as well. Whatever makes you feel stronger within yourself, but also with each other. So the gossip is that you've done a lot of healing, a lot of work, and now you're ready to be fully romantic, because that is a very, very romantic love, okay? But they have to come with, okay, I've done the work too. Bingo, okay? Part number 2 is a gossip about you, 6 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. Very interesting here. Well, the thing is, what the gossip about you is maybe you move home, you move country, you transform, you did so much work on yourself. It's like, wow, they barely recognize you. What they do know, though, is that you had to rebuild yourself from scratch. You also work really, really hard in everything you do. You always give 100%. What you also represent for the people in general is someone who is trustworthy, hard worker, committed, building an empire, building something all together. But you are reliable. You say something, you do. You do something, you say. You know what I mean? It's just like it's a no-brainer. People around you are completely safe because you're loyal. At very, very high level. Okay, so beautiful. So when you make a decision, when you say you're moving, when you're going, when you're leaving somebody, when you transform, you're going for it. You don't fluff around. Okay, so what is the gossip as well is maybe at some point you were down. Maybe at some point you were depressed, okay? And maybe there was something that was around yourself, but you couldn't see it. because maybe you were down. But I do believe you transform. I think as well it could be someone else who was down and saw you and had like the love at first sight straight in. Okay, there's Ace of Cups here. So it could very much be reverse, of course. But the thing is, regardless which way, which person we're talking about, you only going that way, that transformation, metamorphosis. And once you transform, and that could be that you had to heal yourself from mental health, for example. You have to heal yourself from maybe losing everything and rebuild everything from scratch. But now you are absolutely on top form. You are caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly. That's it. You are the butterfly. You transform. And there's no going back. Maybe all those bad experience and the need to rebuild yourself afterwards made you very knowledgeable on how to come out of this kind of state. And therefore, you can explain and maybe teach other people how to do it. Wonderful. So, the gossip about you is quite positive. You are a survivor. You are very much a fighter, and you do what needs to be done to, keep going, keep pushing. That's what you do. And that makes you go into places. Physically, we have some, here we go, too many. Maybe physically, but also emotionally. You go into places because you're not afraid. You are going for it, and you always find a way to go back on your feet, which is amazing. I hope that you can forgive me one day. Yes, I think maybe someone didn't catch, the opportunity, but they were down. Maybe they were also still recovering from a previous relationship. They didn't have much to give you. And now that you're gone, you're gone. I think you moving on, it's not even a question of forgiving anybody. You're just moving on and just let them be. Is that forgiveness? Maybe that's what it is. I mean, you don't have any particular emotion, good or bad. Or I'm not saying you're ignoring them, but you're in a different kind of way now. So you let them go, really. Divine intervention. You may feel frustrated because something stalls or comes to a standstill. Progress seems painfully slow, yet this is a blessing. It is divine intervention at work. When the timing is in perfect harmony, all will come to fruition. Absolutely. I think, divine timing, yeah. Maybe you had to go through that transformation. I mean, it's not even maybe, it's definitely yes. But it was painful. Yeah, it was very hard. And you had to extract yourself maybe from a situation that was put you down and really learn to look after yourself and love yourself again and rebuild yourself. But it took a while because maybe in that process, you actually learned something. And that divine intervention is for you, maybe now to be able to go back on your feet, but with an extra knowledge. So then you can help other people to go through that themselves. It was all good. It was all good. All right. So on this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.